we got a good video for you folks today. We're going to be breaking it all down. The latest coaching rumors regarding our OCs, Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. We're going to get you the latest there. Where potentially could they be going? Could these guys legitimately get head coaching opportunities? Lions versus Buccaneers. We're going to get into a bit of that. Injury report. The importance of what's taken place now compared to the first time we played them. James Houston could be returning for the game on Sunday because he was activated. Let's get this beautiful game going here on Sunday. You have the Detroit Lions, who are favored by 6.5 points, still the same line when it started earlier this week, and that is fine as the Lions are home game for the divisional playoffs at 3 p.m. in Detroit, Michigan. Total over and under is 48.5. I don't really know when it comes to betting here. I honestly would probably take the under. It's difficult because I think this is going to be a grinding type of game, and it's going to be difficult to reach 48.5. I honestly probably wouldn't bet on this one. If I were a betting person, I just would not bet the total over and under. The 6.5s, I have no problem at all betting for that. But, man, that total over and under is a difficult one, on all honesty, if you ask me. And I got a question for you really quick before we continue on with this video. Will the Detroit Lions make the NFC Championship game? Y for yes and N for no. Blow up the comment section. Curious to see what you think on this one. According to a survey, as we all know, Aaron Glenn is beloved by the players in the National Football League, and I think this has also given him a little bit of boost for all of these coaching interviews because he's got a couple of requested right now for them. He's got interviews this weekend with the Tennessee Titans and the Atlanta Falcons. Now, the Atlanta Falcons are interviewing Bill Belichick for the second time. Honestly, feels like Bill Belichick could be an Atlanta Falcon. So that's something to watch as we're looking for these interviews. The Tennessee Titans also interviewing Aaron Glenn this weekend. We got requests from the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers, it feels like they're going Jim Harbaugh here, but maybe Harbaugh returns back to Michigan. Another one to look forward to. What happens if Aaron Glenn receives a head coaching job? We'll get 2 conditional third-round picks in up-and-coming drafts for the Detroit Lions because he is a minority, so that's something to watch for, and obviously we'd have to look for a new defensive coordinator. So question for you real quick. Will Aaron Glenn become a new head coach in the NFL? Will he become one? Y for yes and N for no. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Same here with Ben Johnson. He's got interviews this weekend with 4 different football teams. Washington Commanders as well. Carolina Panthers, they've been sniffing up his rear end for over a year now. The Seattle Seahawks interview, that would be an intriguing spot. And same with the Chargers. You know, when you look at Seattle and Chargers, seems like the best destination for me if I'm Ben Johnson, potentially getting a head coaching job. Why are these 2 individuals getting looked at for head coaching jobs? Because, well, they've done a pretty good job. Ben Johnson's done a phenomenal job, right? The offense, 5th in the NFL, points per game, 3rd in the NFL, total yards, 2nd in the NFL in passing yards, 5th in the NFL in rushing yards per game. Ben Johnson's got a hell of a resume, and he started the halfway through the season through 2021 when he took over for offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, and then the offense just kept rolling because, remember, the Lions offense was butt cheeks before Ben Johnson came in there, and now they're really good. Aaron Glenn's first year was pretty good. Second year was a little bit off, but a lot of people respect Aaron Glenn and feel like that he's doing a pretty good job with the Lions defense. In the last 6 weeks, he's done a much better job. Points per game, though, still not that high at 23.2. 23rd, 19th in the NFL yards allowed, 27th in passing. But what makes Aaron Glenn really good here is rushing yards per game, 86.4, second in the National Football League. People love this stuff. People love stopping the run, and that's what makes Aaron Glenn a good candidate for head coaching position. But again, it's not everything. It's not. When you look at all of the stats, you got to look at everything, and also he is beloved, obviously, by players in the National Football League. So a question for you real quick. Will Ben Johnson become a head coach in 2024? Why for yes and for no? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me talk to you quick about Prize Picks. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. They will match your deposit match up to $100. And if you're looking to spice up your NFL Sunday, you need to get started with Prize Picks right now. Prize Picks, they'll match your deposit match up to $100. And you can get started with Prize Picks right now. It is a skill-based, real money daily fantasy sports platform. And if you're looking to have more fun on game day, look no further than Prize Picks. You want to play alongside some of Prize Picks' favorite players like rapper Meek Mill and comedian Andrew Schultz? Well, you can now find community plays in the promos tab of the app to view entries, some of the biggest names in the Prize Picks community each week. Prize Picks even offers a reboot policy so that your entries stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. For football and basketball games, if you have a player who exits the game in the first half and does not return in the second half, that player is rebooted. Prize Picks is the only daily fantasy sports platform with an injury insurance policy. For tonight's hockey game, I got Sebastian and Alex getting more than 19.5 and 17.5 time on the ice. So get started with Prize Picks right now. It's prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. They'll match your deposit match up to $100. Why code CLNS? Because that's our ad agency partner. Use code CLNS. It's real easy. 4 letters get $100 match when you sign up today. So download the app today, and the link will be in the description and comment section of this video. It's prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. Now let's get into the injury report. Very important to know who's going to be playing potentially in this game on Sunday versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for the Detroit Lions, we are extremely healthy. Khalif Raymond, the only one that did not practice. I don't expect him to play in the game, but he is our, a tier 4 or 5 in the wide receiver position. So it's not that massive of a loss when you look at the whole totality of this game. Sam Laporta, limited. Alex Anzalone, full practice. Brian Branch, full practice. James Houston, full practice. Kirby Joseph, full practice. Frank the Tank, full practice. And Brock Wright, full practice. One player who's injured, who did not practice. Sam Laporta, he went to limited. They're just probably managing it. That's the way they should be. He'll play on Sunday. Lions are really, really healthy. When you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're healthy as well. Shaquille Barrett did not practice. Limited practice for Yaya. Chris Godwin did not practice. Chase Edmonds and Baker Mayfield a full practice. Maybe Shaquille Barrett and Chase Edmonds doesn't play on Sunday. Other than that, these guys are healthy as well. Again, we go into it. We know what we got going on here. Lions are favored because of, I think, obviously being at home, obviously their health and the way that they have been playing, and I think that's the way it should be because we got a guy returning on the game on Sunday that's going to help this defense out in a big way, and that man is James Houston. He did not play in the first game that we played against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's been out since week 2. Why is it important? Because third down is where our problem has been for the Detroit Lions. Third and long has killed us. He is a passing linebacker. He's going to go on passing downs, going to attack the quarterback on long third downs. And that's what helps the Detroit Lions out because he's good at sacking the quarterback. Question for you. Who do you got winning the game on Sunday? Detroit Lions, put DT. Tampa Bay, put TB. And let's continue on with injuries. Why am I confident about this game? Because there was a lot of players, big names, that did not play the first time. Folks, these are the players who did not play or was knocked out really early. David Montgomery was knocked out of the game early in that game, and we were focusing on using Craig Reynolds. Linebacker James Houston did not play. He was out. C.J. Gardner-Johnson did not play in that game. Joshua Pascal did not play in that game. I think the biggest name on here, Jonah Jackson, was not playing. Brian Branch did not play. Jahmyr Gibbs did not play. These are all critical starters for the Detroit Lions that did not play the first time. We have a matchup here. We had 7 here that did not play. There's other injuries too that we did not have. It is crazy to think that 7 critical starters did not play in this game, and we still won 20-6. Lions, we know what happens when we can't protect Jared Goff and when you lose an offensive lineman. So the Lions were not able to run the ball that effective, but we've now noticed, since you don't have your starting offensive line, we're not good. That is probably the real reason why. And obviously, Montgomery and Gibbs not being in there. So critical starters were not playing in that game on Sunday, and that affected us big time. Big time. And they're playing in the game on Sunday. So that should give you hope as well. 7 starters not playing that will be playing in this game on Sunday. Keep that up while you stress about this game. Again, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All you got to do is hit that red subscribe button, trying to get to, 58,000 subscribers. The goal is 60 by the end of the season. We're getting close. We'll see if it happens. If the Lions go to the Super Bowl, I definitely believe it'll happen. Blow up the comment section and talk. Get this thing going. With that said, folks, adios.